Hello guys, back with another video. Today I will be telling you guys about how to upgrade swords and guns, and how to enchant them. Let's just get straight to it. To upgrade weapons you will have to find the blacksmith, who is located at Pirate Starter in 1st Sea, in Kingdom of Rose in 2nd Sea, at Port Town in 3rd Sea. To enchant swords and guns you will have to find the Dragon Talon Sage, who is located only at Tiki Outpost in the 3rd Sea. Upgrading is a feature that allows you to upgrade your swords and guns in order to make your weapons damage better. These upgrades can be performed by giving the required materials to the blacksmith NPC. A weapon can only be upgraded once. Upgrading is required to enchant a weapon. I will show you pictures of what swords and guns can be upgraded, and what the damage increases by. Cutlass. Dual Katana. Katana. Iron Mace. Shark Saw. Triple Katana. Pipe. Soul Cane. Trident. Warden Sword. Dual-headed Blade. Bicento. Pole First. Saber. Dragon Trident. Flail. Gravity Blade. Longsword. Coco. Midnight Blade. Orochi. Pole Second. Rengoku. Seishi. Shizu. True Triple Katana. Twin Hooks. Buddy Sword. Canvander. Dark Dagger. Dragon Heart. Fox Lamp. Shark Anchor. Spiky Trident. Tushita. Yama. Cursed Dual Katana. Hollow Scythe. Now for the guns. Slingshot. Flintlock. Musket. Cannon. Dual Flintlock. Magma Blaster. Refined Slingshot. Bazooka. Acidum Rifle. Biz-R Revolver. Kabacha. Dragon Storm. Venom Bow. Skull Guitar. That's what all weapons damage will be once upgraded. Enchantments are one of 4 ways to make your stats and damage better in the game. I will now tell you all the enchantments in the game and what they do to your weapons. First ones are regular enchantments, second ones are unique. Third ones are blessings, fourth ones are curses. Agile Level. 1. Reduces cooldowns by 6%. 2. Reduces cooldowns by 9%. 3. Reduces cooldowns by 12%. Beast Level. 1. Increases damage dealt to beast users by 3%. 2. Increases damage dealt to beast users by 6%. 3. Increases damage dealt to beast users by 9%. 4. Increases damage dealt to beast users by 12%. 5. Increases damage dealt to beast users by 15%. 6. Increases damage dealt to beast users by 18%. Deadly Level. 1. Increases damage dealt to players by 2%. 2. Increases damage dealt to players by 4%. 3. Increases damage dealt to players by 6%. 4. Increases damage dealt to players by 8%. 5. Increases damage dealt to players by 10%. Efficient Level. 1. Increases XP from NPCs by 15%. 2. Increases XP from NPCs by 30%. 3. Increases XP from NPCs by 45%. 4. Increases XP from NPCs by 60%. Elemental Level. 1. Increases damage dealt to elemental users by 3%. 2. Increases damage dealt to elemental users by 6%. 3. Increases damage dealt to elemental users by 9%. 4. Increases damage dealt to elemental users by 12%. 5. Increases damage dealt to elemental users by 15%. 6. Increases damage dealt to elemental users by 18%. Fortune Level. 1. Increases money drops from NPCs by 15%. 2. Increases money drops from NPCs by 30%. 3. Increases money drops from NPCs by 45%. 4. Increases money drops from NPCs by 60%. Luck Level. 1. Increases drop rates from NPCs by 5%. 2. Increases drop rates from NPCs by 10%. 3. Increases drop rates from NPCs by 15%. 4. Increases drop rates from NPCs by 20%. Natural Level. 1. Increases damage dealt to natural users by 3%. 2. Increases damage dealt to natural users by 6%. 3. Increases damage dealt to natural users by 9%. 4. Increases damage dealt to natural users by 12%. 5. Increases damage dealt to natural users by 15%. 6. Increases damage dealt to natural users by 18%. Piercing Level. 1. Ignores 6% of defensive buffs from items, fruits, and races. 2. Ignores 12% of defensive buffs from items, fruits, and races. 3. Ignores 18% of defensive buffs from items, fruits, and races. 4. Ignores 24% of defensive buffs from items, fruits, and races. Sharp Level. 1. increases damage dealt to NPCs by 3%. 2. Increases damage dealt to NPCs by 6%. 3. Increases damage dealt to NPCs by 9%. 4. Increases damage dealt to NPCs by 12%. 5. Increases damage dealt to NPCs by 15%. 6. Increases damage dealt to NPCs by 18%. Siphon level 1. Regain 4% of damage dealt as energy. 2. Regain 6% of damage dealt as energy. 3. Regain 10% of damage dealt as energy. Vampiric level 1. Heals 4% of damage dealt. 2. Heals 6% of damage dealt. 3. Heals 10% of damage dealt. Masterpiece. Skills have no energy cost, damage dealt is increased by 5%, and cooldown is reduced by 8%. Rage. Increases the user's speed upon dealing damage. Duration scales with base damage. Sharpshooter. Damage is increased by 10%, but cooldowns are 20% longer. Strong Grip. Damage scales with 40% of the user's melee stat and 60% of their sword and gun stat. Unbreakable. Held skills cannot be interrupted for 2 seconds. Unreal. Cooldowns are 20% shorter, but damage is decreased by 15%. Burning. Applies burn damage for 4 seconds when an attack lands. Adds a fire burning effect to the weapon. Frozen. Applies slowness for 5 seconds when an attack lands. Adds a snowy ice effect to the weapon. Rot. Applies rot to fruit users when an attack lands. Adds a green poison, toxic effect to the weapon. Storm. Chains lightning damage to nearby enemies when an attack lands. Adds a lightning electric effect to the weapon. Curse of the Reaper. Health regen is cut in half. Heal by 70% of damage dealt reduced on NPCs. Adds a sanguine shade, aura to the weapon, along with some bloody effects with the shade of red. Curse of the Thief. Enemies will always target the user and deal extra damage. Kill rewards, which are XP, money, and drop rate, are greatly increased. Adds a dark purple shade, aura to the weapon, along with black lightning spiraling around the weapon with the shade of purple. I will now tell you guys all the scrolls and how to obtain them. Common scroll. You will have to craft 10 of these to be able to craft rare scrolls. To actually craft a common scroll, you will have to collect 3 fool's gold and 2 shark teeth. Rare scroll. You will have to craft 10 of these to be able to craft legendary scrolls. To actually craft a rare scroll, you will have to collect 2 electric wings, 5 fool's gold, and 4 shark tooth. Legendary scroll. You will have to craft 10 of these scrolls to unlock mythical scrolls. You need 5 leviathan scales, 3 electric wing, 1 mutant tooth, 7 fool's gold. Mythical scroll. This is the last scroll that is obtainable for players. There is 2 more scrolls, but they are admin exclusive, so I won't be explaining them. You need 1 leviathan heart, 15 leviathan scale, 1 terror eye, and 20 fool's gold. Well guys, that's the video finished. Well, this could be useful to you guys if you don't know these things yet. Anyways, see you guys in the next video.
Bye for now.